On June 16, 2022, FIFA announced the 16 host cities and venues for the 2026 World Cup. The tournament, which will be jointly hosted by the United States, Canada, and Mexico, will be the first ever hosted by 3 countries. And with a record 48 countries participating, 16 more than the current amount, it will be the largest World Cup in history. To host the tournament's 80 games, the selected 16 venues consist of world-class stadiums in cities throughout the continent. Mexico will have 3 World Cup venues located in Mexico City, Guadalajara, and Monterrey, which will host 10 games together. In Mexico City is the Estadio Azteca, home to the Mexican national team, Club America, and Cruz Azul. The iconic concrete behemoth, which opened in 1966, has already hosted 2 World Cup finals, in addition to numerous legendary games. With its 2 tiers of seats, the stadium has a capacity of 87,500, making it the largest stadium in Mexico. In preparation for the World Cup, this temple of football will be revamped, including inside renovations and a new shopping center just outside of it. 480 kilometers to the west of this, in Guadalajara, is the Estadio Akron, home to CD Guadalajara. Opened in 2010, the $250 million stadium has a capacity of 48,000 seats. Built into a man-made grass-covered hill, it is meant to resemble an erupting volcano shrouded by clouds. 640 kilometers to the north of this, in Monterrey, lies Estadio BBVA, home to CF Monterrey. Opened in 2015, the 2-tiered $200 million stadium has a capacity of 51,000. Nicknamed the Steel Giant, it has a stunning backdrop of the Cerro de la Silla mountain, which is located just 1 kilometer away. The United States will have 11 World Cup venues that will host 60 games together. 5 of them are located along the East Coast. 30 kilometers south of Boston is Gillette Stadium, home to the New England Patriots. Opened in 2002 at a cost of $325 million, the 3-tiered arena has a capacity of 66,000. Currently undergoing renovations, it will serve as a world-class sports venue by 2026. 270 kilometers southwest of this, just outside of New York City, is MetLife Stadium, home to the New York Giants and Jets. The $2 billion stadium, which opened in 2010, was the most expensive in the world at the time. With 4 video boards and 3 tiers of cavernous full surround seats, the enormous stadium has a capacity of 82,000. 140 kilometers southwest of it, along the Delaware River in Philadelphia, is Lincoln Financial Field, home to the Philadelphia Eagles. Opened in 2003, the 3-tiered $750 million arena has a capacity of 70,000 and boasts excellent views of downtown Philadelphia. 1,070 kilometers southwest of this, in Atlanta, is the Mercedes-Benz Stadium, home to the Atlanta Falcons and Atlanta United FC. Opened in 2017, the $1.6 billion venue has a capacity of 71,000. Which can be expanded to 80,000 for special events. It features a futuristic origami-like exterior, a halo-shaped video board, and a retractable roof that opens and closes like a camera lens. This allows for a climate-controlled environment inside that will come in handy to offset summer heat during the World Cup. 950 kilometers south of this, in Miami, is Hard Rock Stadium, home to the Miami Dolphins. Opened in 1987, the $670 million stadium, with its rectangle roof and 4 steel spires, has a capacity of 65,000. In the central US, 3 venues have been selected. In Kansas City is Arrowhead Stadium, home to the Kansas City Chiefs. Opened in 1972 at a cost of $279 million, the stadium has a capacity of 76,000. With its revered seating bowl and distinctive shape, it holds a record for the world's loudest crowd roar at 142 decibels. In preparation for the World Cup, the stadium will undergo $50 million worth of renovations to meet FIFA standards. 740 kilometers south of it, in Dallas-Fort Worth, is AT&T Stadium, home to the Dallas Cowboys. Opened in 2009, the 4-tiered $1.6 billion stadium has a capacity of 80,000, but can be expanded to 100,000 for special occasions. It features an enormous center display, and like the Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, has a retractable roof and climate-controlled environment. 380 kilometers south of it in Houston is NRG Stadium, home to the Houston Texans. Opened in 2002, the four-tiered, $600 million arena has a capacity of 72,000 and features 2 large video displays, along with a retractable roof and climate-controlled environment. Along the West Coast, the US has 3 more World Cup venues. In Los Angeles is SoFi Stadium, home to the Los Angeles Rams and Chargers. Opened in 2020 at a cost of over $5 billion, it is the most expensive stadium in the world. With 75% of it sitting underground, it has 4 tiers of seats with a capacity of 70,000, which can be expanded to 100,000 for special events. Featuring a 360-degree infinity screen and an indoor-outdoor design with a climate-controlled environment, it is a top-class sports arena. 500 kilometers north of it in the San Francisco Bay Area is Levi's Stadium, home to the San Francisco 49ers. Opened in 2014, the 3-tiered $1.3 billion stadium has a capacity of 68,000. It features a 2,500 square meter green roof and 2 large video displays. Lastly, 1,100 kilometers north of it in downtown Seattle is Lumen Field, home to the Seattle Seahawks and Seattle Sounders FC. Opened in 2002 at a cost of $430 million, the 2-tiered split-roof venue has a capacity of 72,000 and is the second loudest stadium in the US after Arrowhead. Canada will have 2 World Cup venues in Toronto and Vancouver that will host 10 games together. In Toronto, right off Lake Ontario's shore, is BMO Field, home to the Toronto Argonauts and Toronto FC. Opened in 2007, the 2-tiered $140 million stadium has a capacity of 30,000. In preparation for the World Cup though, this will be expanded to 45,000. Finally, 3,400 kilometers away in Vancouver is BC Place, home to the BC Lions and Vancouver Whitecaps FC. Opened in 1983, the 2-tiered $297 million stadium has a capacity of 54,000 and features a cable-supported retractable roof and center-hung video board. For the 2026 World Cup, venues will be selected depending on the game. The Canadian and Mexican venues will mostly host group stage games and potentially some round of 16 ones. Meanwhile, the quarterfinals, semifinals, and final will be played in the US. However, since most of the US venues are configured for American football, many of them will have to be renovated for the World Cup. And while the 16 cities listed are the only ones that will host games, other notable cities, including Washington, D.C., Montreal, Denver, Chicago, and Orlando, will host supportive events such as FanFests. In summary, the 2026 FIFA World Cup will feature some top-class stadiums across Mexico, the US, and Canada, uniting the global football community together to watch the beautiful game on its largest stage. If you enjoyed this video, it would be amazing if you like and subscribe to Futurology for more videos very similar to this one. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.